Hey guys, thank you for coming to my channel. Today's video is gonna be watch me do my makeup Valentine's Day edition. I'm doing a Valentine's Day look. I really like this look. It's really super cute. It kind of gives like a seductive feel too, but it also keeps it like, you know, cutesy, you know. Anyways, let me stop acting like a bird, because I'm low-key a bird. Let me stop acting like a bird. You know when you just get your hair done, get your makeup done, get your nails done. Well, my nose is not done, but you know what I'm trying to say. And you just feeling yourself, because I'm really feeling myself, because this is no flitter, okay? Everything, because who can't do what? But anyways, this is not a tutorial. I repeat, this is not a tutorial, because I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing to my brows. I know I'm missing like 2 or 3 steps to this changing the color brow type of situation that I think I got going on, but the brows is cute. So just watch me do what I do. I'm gonna always make it work for me, baby. I'm gonna always make it work for me, okay? All right guys, let's just get right into it. My face is already washed, it's moisturized with all of that good stuff. Right now I'm taking the lightest concealer that I have, which is the Nicka K #2, and I'm putting it all over my brows. I'm not really familiar with this technique. This is like my second time trying it, but it's working out for me. Of course, the more I do it, the more I'm gonna find out like what is better for me to do or whatever the case, but I like the outcome of it. Right here, I'm just patting it down, making sure that everything is like covered and it's not too like liquidy or whatever, because I don't want the eyeshadow. You see, my lips was mad crusty. I had to put some lip gloss on, but because I don't want the eyeshadow to be like wet or whatever. Now I'm going in my James Charles Morphe palette, and I'm using that orangey color that's next to that brownish color, and I'm using that for my brows. I don't want my brows to be like bright ass orange. I really like the tint that it gives my brows. It's really cute, really pretty, and it's not too much. I don't have no special way of doing this. Like I said, this is not really a tutorial. It's just to watch me do my makeup, but I was gonna do a voiceover just to kind of like tell you guys what I did and like what products I use. So I'm just using like whatever makeup brush that I have, angled brush, and I'm just putting that orangey brownish color on my brows, just to give it that tint that I'm going for. All right, guys, here I'm just using that same Nicka K in a #4. Excuse me, in a #2, and I'm just cleaning up my brows, shaping them and everything. I'm like watching a show. I'm watching Tyler Perry's The Haves and Have Nots. So I'm like, I tried to edit it to where you guys didn't really see me focusing on this show, but it was starting to get some juice going on. So I was like really trying to like do my makeup and freaking watch the show. I'm just blending out the concealer around my brows, on my lids, just so that when I put my foundation on, it's just like not sitting there, whatever. But you're gonna blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Next, I'm using I think that's a #4 in the Nicka K. And I put it on my lids. I'm fanning it to let it dry, and then I'm gonna blend that out. I didn't want to use the bright concealer because I'm putting a dark color on my lid first, so I didn't want the brown to be too like brightish. Anyway, I'm going with this brown color in that same palette, the James Charles Morphe palette. I'm gonna start with putting it on the outer corner of my lid. I'm just gonna start packing that on there and blending it out as I go, and blending it out as I go. Next, I'm taking that same orangey color that I used for my brows, and I'm going to kind of like put that on top of that dark brown just to kind of like give it like a pop of color. Like I wanted the undertone to be exactly what it is. It kind of like gives off that tint. You get what I'm trying to say? That kind of like matches my hair. I don't really know all the proper terms that I should be using, but it just gave it like what I was going for. I don't know how to explain it, but it just did what it did. Then you guys gonna see me. I'm actually gonna end up switching it up because I didn't want the darkness around my whole lid. So you guys are gonna soon see me going with the concealer and kind of like give it kind of like a, you know, a free cut crease, but it's not like really like cut crease, but it's just I put the lighter concealer on my lid so I can go in with the pink to kind of like cover that that dark. Like it was given too edgy for me, like too dark, like vampire type shit. I wasn't going for that. Next I'm taking a brush. I don't know what kind of brush this is, but I'm just taking that looking type of brush. I don't freaking know. And I'm going to use that to blend the concealer on my lids. As you guys can see, I decided to like do what I said I did before. Make it so that the darkness wasn't all over my lid like that. And now I'm just blending it out, I wanted to use the brush because I didn't want it to do like a harsh line, because I didn't want it to be a cut crease, but I did want it to give it a little type of color, you know? Now we gonna add that pop of pink, and that pink is pinking, okay? That pink is so freaking pigmented. I love this pink and this James Charles Morphe palette. Like, I don't know what it is, but I freaking love that pink, okay? Anywhere I put that light concealer, I just packed that pink on. I got a clean brush and was blending out the harsh lines. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm blending out my harsh lines because, like I said before, I didn't want it to be like such a straight cut crease. Like I kind of want it to be kind of like a free flow, you know? But yes, I really love that pink. And as soon as you look up the James Charles palette, the Morphe palette, or you pull out your palette, you're going to know exactly what pink I used because it's so bright and it's so pretty. All I'm doing now is just making sure that everything blends. So if I needed to add a little bit more pink, I'm adding a little bit more pink. If I needed to add a little bit more of that orangey brownish color. I'm adding a little bit more of that. I'm just do it to your likings, okay? Do it to what you like. Whatever look you're going for, that's what you're going to do. But you want to make sure that you blend. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I'm blending, but I was also stuck inside the shell because it was getting good. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was at the part where Jeffrey's baby mama was basically telling him, like, if you don't have this child, well, if your mom don't do what she says she's gonna do, I'm gonna have this baby anyway. Like, it was just, and he gay. Like, it was just so much going on. I'm using my E.L.F. matte, putty primer, the matte one, the white one. It's kind of drying out, which is why it seemed like I was a little bit rough on my face, because I'm trying to use all of it. Then I just use my beauty blender just to kind of help blend it out. I'm trying this new technique that I've seen. It's not really new, but it's new to me. And I see people put their concealer on first and then put their foundation on. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting my concealer on, using a Nicka K number 2. I let it sit for a little bit because I just like that full coverage that it kind of like gives under your eye when you let your concealer sit. I'm just really smacking that on. I'm using Ruby Kisses. I don't know the number of the palette. I think I broke the thing, but I'm gonna check, and I'll try to remember to put things in the description box, or if I decide to add like the little clips on the screen, then I'll do that. But I'm doing my contouring and everything first. Not paying attention, again, stuck inside the show. I feel like I put too much of the dark concealer on, but it's okay. We're gonna like blend that out. It actually came out really, really, really cute. Me personally, I don't know why, but I liked the snatch look where you can see like, oh, bitch, you fucking snatched. Oh, excuse me, I'm cussing. Oh, well. But I really that's just me personally. I like it, so I don't mind it being so harsh, but I didn't want it to be like too harsh. And I'm doing another new technique for myself where I use the brush to put on my makeup. We use the brushes to put on my makeup. I went with my sister to Sephora for her birthday earlier this month, and I was in Sephora and I was watching a girl do her makeup, and I was asking her, like, is it better to do the makeup with brushes or like the beauty blenders? And basically she was saying like she likes the brushes because she feels like it gives it like a nice like flawless finish, like it doesn't look too harsh, and plus the beauty blenders do kind of like soak up a lot of the product. So I decided that that's what I wanted to try. And then I seen Beats by Deb, and I freaking love this girl, but I seen her do it. I've seen other people do it too, but I never really wanted to try it. But I see how, the girl did my sister makeup, and I seen how Beats by Deb did her makeup. So I'm like, the finish is actually really cute. So let me try it. And honestly, you guys, I do think that I like the technique. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is gonna take some getting used to because I'm just used to using a beauty blender. But I definitely, I like the outcome of it. I feel like I do feel like I was able to blend a little bit more better. I do feel like it gave it more like a nice, I don't want to say satin, but it just gave it like a certain type of finish. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I know because it's my makeup. So I know how my makeup was before and after. And even if it looks the same to you guys, because it's me, like, I know the difference, right? But you guys are just seeing me. I'm blending everything in. I'm literally just blending everything in. I'm going ahead with my foundation, and I'm using the Maybelline Tan. I think it's 335 classic tan foundation. And I'm just, trying to blend everything out. I'm using a Real Technique brush. I love Real Technique brushes. They're my favorite brushes. One of my favorite brushes. I definitely like it. One thing I'm going to say, guys, when you're trying anything new, is to trust the process. The worst thing that can happen is you not like it, and then like, okay, well, this technique is not for me. So it's okay to try different things sometimes, because you might find a way that you really like. And honestly, I didn't have an issue with this way, not at all. Of course, I'm a beauty blender girl though. So I did go in with my beauty blender just to kind of like flatten everything down, make sure everything was well blended. I felt like I told you guys I put too much of the dark concealer, so I feel like it kind of like washed away my light concealer under my eyes. So I just kind of like went back and filled it in a little bit. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys, whenever you're doing your makeup, it's always okay if you go back and touch things up. Like at one point, I went back and I touched up my brows. At one point, I went back, touched up my eyeshadow, touched up my face. Like, it's okay. Like, especially if you're still learning, like, it's okay to go back and touch things up. You don't just have to leave it. You're doing it to your liking, you know? All right, y'all. I'm using my Maybelline face powder in the color tan. And I'm just putting that all over my face. I'm also using blush and highlight from my favorite blush and highlight palette. When I tell y'all, this palette is so pretty. It is so fucking pretty. And I use it all the time. It's Beauty in a Blinc. Ultra Long Wear and Effortless Glow Getter Face Palette. And I fucking love that. Okay? Love that. Like I said, guys, I go in throughout my makeup and do touch-ups. So that's what you guys see me doing, like little tiny touch-ups and stuff. While I'm finishing up the last little bit of touches on my makeup, I wanted to tell you guys about the palette that I use for my blush and highlight. It's the same palette, the palette that I actually have in my hand, if you guys can see this. I freaking love this palette. It's super cute. I love all the names and all the shades of the highlights and the blush and everything like that. It's so cute. I'm gonna actually do my lashes and fix my hair and stuff off camera, but y'all need to go buy this palette. It's called Beauty in a Blinc Ultra Long Wear and Effortless Glow Getter Face Palette. That's a must buy, and this is not sponsored. All right, the next time you see me, I'm gonna be all done up, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram. So yeah, thank you.